So, Katie, will you please introduce your role as part of Astrea, please?
Okay, so I'm principal at Carrfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this initiative is all about setting up environments for children, both physical and also more kind of emotional,
Yes.
isn't it? So in terms of the work that you've already done, how has it impacted your practice or the practice of your educators?
So we get we have no nursery at the school that I'm at, and we have a lot of children that come from lots of different environments, whether that be home or different nurseries or childminders. And we need to make sure that those children feel safe emotionally and they're receptive to what we're asking them to do and what they're learning about before that. So actually the environment's really important. Getting them to feel settled and safe before they even attempt to learn anything is the primary objective first thing in September. So a lot of the theory that we've just learned, putting that into practice has a huge impact. So communication friendly zones, the soft lighting, where they're sat, who they can see. We sit at their level, so we can see the environment from their eyes, not rather than looking down on them.
So like you said, it's really important in September at the start of that academic year, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then children can really feel a lot more settled as they come into school for the first time.
Yeah. They're more receptive to school if they feel happy and safe.
And I guess it really builds those relationships as well, doesn't it, with the educator? Because if the children feel safe in that environment, whether it's kind of in a physical space or maybe more emotionally as well, they can then start to form those important attachments.
Yeah, some of the children are only just 4. You've got to remember that, and that's really young to come to school and start and sit and learn. So actually, what we're asking of them is quite self-led as well. So the activities that are out, the provision that's out is all very well planned, but the children have to be able to access it.
Yeah, that accessibility is so important, isn't it? Whether, like you said earlier, on their levels or in terms of being inviting, I guess. And what are you hoping for your educators to be able to take away more from this initiative?
To know exactly why they're putting the activities out that they're putting out. So I think with our environment now has changed so dramatically in the last 12 months. We've got the soft furnishings, we've got the net divider so we can see through there. So actually to know why, so then we can adapt it and not stick to the same activities, to sort of have a little bit of creativity and a little bit of freedom as well, but know exactly why and what purpose that's for and why the children need that. Yeah,
because it's sometimes so easy to think, I've seen someone else do this, or I've seen lovely photos online.
You go to Pinterest, you copy that, but then you're copying something for no reason.
Yeah, and like you say, that why behind the practice is really vital, and it's putting that theory into practice, isn't it, like you were saying earlier?
And knowing exactly which part of the brain we're developing and how that affects the child in their lifelong learning. So, how that will impact into their year 1 year is critical as well.
So it's supporting those transitions further and further, not just that initial to school, it's the transitions that follow up from this as well.
You can have an impact right into the year 6 year, right into year 8. If that child knows how to learn and is secure and is safe and knows how they best learn. It might not be very obvious at 4 years old, they might not be able to articulate it at 4 years old, but they're certainly developing that style. So if we know where that child learns best and how that child learns best on an individual basis or a group basis or a 2, then they're going to learn better and they're going to learn more and they're going to remember it.
Yeah, and it's providing that environment early on in the early years, which is that foundation as we always talk about.
It's called foundation for a reason, isn't it?
Exactly. Okay, well thank you very much.
No problem at all.